So I started playing rugby outside of college. I wanted to play when I was really young. And I actually remember my school had put a team together and they just generically said, hey, if you're keen to play rugby for the school, bring your boots along, come to training. And me and my friend Nicola got told, no, you guys can't play. And we were gutted. But when I look back now and I'm thinking, oh man, ripped off. So tried from a young age, played at lunchtime with the boys, but didn't properly start playing until after college. I watched a lot with my dad. I remember getting up and watching the World Cup when we were playing in South Africa, and it was like 2 in the morning and we were all sitting around and watching it. And I used to love watching the All Blacks, and we used to go up to Athletic Park as well and watch the Lions. And I definitely credit finding a sport like rugby, it could be any sport for some people, but definitely rugby for me, that got me healthier, happier, and definitely fitter and a little bit slimmer at least. I think it's courageous to try anything new. So anybody that goes out and tries a new thing, I think is just fantastic, because it can be pretty daunting. And it's quite nerve-wracking, I think, going into a team and meeting new people. And oh gosh, I was so unfit. I was struggling to just run around the block once. I was struggling to get across the footy field. But I'm a very stubborn and determined person, so I didn't want them to think that I was just this fat chick that it's gonna go up straight away. And that's true. That's exactly what I went in thinking. They were gonna be like just another new person that's not gonna be able to do it. So I thought, okay, if I start doing training in my own time, maybe that will help me be a better player, which will then help my team and my, the girls that I'm playing with. So I kept going and tried, and I still remember the training as if it was yesterday. My first game was hard because I was nervous because I was playing a new sport. I was nervous because it was a contact sport. I was in a new team, I was starting and I was propping, and I still kind of had no idea what I was doing. And I still remember my boyfriend at the time. I came off the field and I was buzzing and I was like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing I've ever done. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. And he was like, weren't you meant to be prop? And I go, yeah. And he goes, well, why were you hanging out in the wingers channel? And I was like, oh, what do you mean? He goes, you were out on the side most of the time. And I was like, I was a bit scared and I didn't really know what to do. But I was still buzzing away, so I had a great time. I still remember that game clearly. I remember what one of the girls was singing on the way to the field, everything. Like, it was just a fantastic buzz afterwards. People stereotype what rugby players look like or what they sound like or how they could be, but you can't put a label on a woman or a female rugby player, I don't think, because they come in all different shapes, sizes, colours, everything. And I would take a women's game over a men's game any day at watching it. Yeah. So even when I'm not playing, so if we've got a bye or we don't have a game this weekend, I'll be out there watching one of the games just because I just love to watch it. I think perseverance is really important. I think that, if we have dreams or aspirations to get right up there to the top, then we should really, really look at trying to get there. I think at the same time though, we need to be realistic. I'm not a spring chicken anymore, and as much as I'd love to be able to be a black fern, I'm not going to be there, so be realistic, but also, make sure that we've got some attainable goals and really try and go for it. No matter what people say to you, oh, you're great at doing this or you're not so good at doing this, it's what you really believe in yourself and what you really think that you can or can't do, and get there. Like, I know what my physical or mental limitations are, nobody else does, and so I think it's really important for me to be able to prove myself that I can do it, not for anybody else. I have a very rugby heavy life, but I definitely make sure that when I have downtime that I am spending time with friends or hanging out, going to the movies. So I think it's really important just not to take life so seriously all the time. But I mean, rugby's my life now and I wouldn't change a thing with it. I work in it, I play it, I support it, and I'm passionate when I talk about it. I've never found anything else that's kind of gotten me to feel that way about something.